starts, I would like to say that I'm not good at pronouncing words, and I am terribly sorry if I stumble over words or sentences, so please don't come after me. But in this presentation, we're going to be talking about the American case of Sacco and Vanzetti. In the beginning, both of the men were part of a migration flow in 1908 and 1909 that brought them over to America. They were huge anarchy believers. They believed that the government is only fair if the government is destroyed. Because of their beliefs, they were welcome in Gallienist anarchism family. In 1912, the leader, Walidi Gallini, led the group for many years. Even though they were part of the same group, they didn't officially meet until 1916, the year that Sacco has been arrested for his political speeches, and Vanzetti led the strike in Panama. In a result, he had difficulties finding a job, which years later he would become a fish seller. Even though their personalities were not alike, they still became the anti-hero duo. April 15th, 1920. This date marks the murder of Frederick Parmeter and Alessandro Barndelli. This was a robbery. In May, Sacco and Vanzetti were having it rough. They just watched their friend Andrea Saliendo fall out of a 14-story window of the FBI office agency. Vanzetti was very close to this anarchist. They were also supposed to pick up a car from a repair shop, but sadly fate then had something different. The repair shop worker called the police to try to get a buddy of theirs put in jail, but in the end, Sacco and Vanzetti were put in jail for being armed at the moment when the police arrived. With the thought and accusation of the car that they were supposed to pick up being the getaway car for the robbery, and the alleged accusation of Sacco holding the murder weapon, they were put on an alleged unfair trial that only saw their political beliefs as a backstab thing. With all of their evidence stacked against them, the court on September 11, 1920, gave them the title of being the perpetrators of the murder on Pearl Street. With everything against them, plus being already suspected, they were both found guilty and executed on August 23rd, 1927. So, after 7 years and 5 months, a murder being a cold case of the court was finally the case was finally shut for these two Italians. And still, to this day, no one is fully sure if they were the right people who did it. So basically, it's all alleged. But for a little bit confirmation, in 1983, a ballistic test had confirmed that the gun Sacco was carrying, the gun in his name, was the murder weapon. And after a very long back and forth throughout the years of arguing, they have came to state that Sacco was probably the only one out of the two that was actually guilty, and they believed that Vanzetti was completely innocent. Here's all the things that I used. Yeah. That is my thing. Bye.